Hey, this is well, what the hell do I say in my fucking intros half the damn time for Dark Raku? So I did change my name from Potato God to Dark Raku, since Dark Raku is basically just darkling well, not darkling, dark lightning in Japanese, and I just decided to change it. But yeah, I did say I was gonna change it one day. But not the point. This is a new storytime video that I didn't know if I wanted to tell it or not, because there's some people that probably doesn't want to be mentioned in the story time. So let me let me explain why the thumbnail is, well, a man holding a gauntlet and group kind of disappearing. Well, this story time is kind of unique in the way that I didn't do jack shit, but one of my friends did to another friend. But I was there, okay? So yeah. So of course this is where, well, let's begin. And where what's come. So let's just go. So of course it just started one day when, okay, so let me do a little background. It was kind of during high school, and of course, well, yeah, it's during high school, and I was a sophomore at that time. So yeah. Okay, let's begin. So it's just a day, and me in high school. Of course, I'm not gonna say the high school name or anything, but it was just me and what's called high school dealing with bullshit. Of course, this was during, I think, I can't remember. It was 6th hour. Yeah, because 6th hour, and then I had another class. But yeah. Now, 6th hour. So I wake up the whole day. I go through all my bullshit classes, and of course, 6th hour is where, well, I had mostly like 4 friends in there. Like 4 friends I made there. None of my, like, what's it called, middle school friends were there. They're mostly upper class classmen than me. But yeah. Of course, they were all upperclassmen than me. Like 2 of them were like senior and 1 of them were like junior. Of course, this was called ceramics. Yeah, ceramics I had. I only had ceramics 1 with them because, yeah, I was in sophomore. I did ceramics 2, and I did also ceramics 2 again in senior year, but not the point. Of course, I had one of my friends, this dude was white and all that. Of course, he was like the whitest one out of all of us. But of course, I'm gonna call him Jake. I'm gonna call him Jake because I'm not trying to say any of the real names. So, Jake was a very, how should I say, a kid that doesn't give a fuck about your life. But of course, he had like pinkish hair at that time, I think so. I think he dyed his hair pink. I can't remember. But of course, Jake was just like, damn, he just didn't care. But of course, he also just didn't really care doing ceramics or anything. I really like ceramics, so of course I did some things because even though I'm not an artist, I did some decent things in ceramics. But, not the point. Now, there was also, well, my other friend that was kind of like white Mexican, and so I'm gonna call him Caesar. I'm gonna call him Caesar because, fuck it. Because I can't say the real name, so yeah. So Caesar was, well, doing this. Well, there was also another dude there, but he wasn't really much. But of course, this is where Caesar was kind of like doing what's it called, the clay and all that, and making something. Of course, me and my friends really didn't know what the fuck he was making at first, because we kind of don't do like ceramics, like you have to draw and all that to kind of make your little project and all that, like what you're gonna do. Nah, we didn't draw shit. All of us just thought of whatever fucking comes to mind, and we would try to make it. That was just our plan, because the teacher always just say, "Okay, guys, I need you to draw and all that." To draw and kind of like make a little how plan you're gonna do it. And of course, out of everyone in the class, everyone starts drawing. Of course, some of them doesn't really care about drawing, but me and my friend, we don't think at all. We are just says, aha. So yeah, we never thought. So of course, well, one of my friends did thought. The guy I really didn't give him a name. But of course, this is where Caesar and Jake really didn't think of a name. Now, of course, this is where, well, Well, not a name, mostly the project. And of course, we just go randomly. Of course, I made, well, what's it called? I made, what the fuck did I made? Um, so, fuck, I can't remember what I made. I think I just made some, like, stars. If I could show you, I will. But there were, like, the stars of, like, I think this was, like, the end of the year. It was, like, near end of the year. Yeah, yeah. Um, I did, like, the stars from, like, Mario. Okay, you know from Mario? Those little, like, stars that you get in, even, I think I did star in the moon. Or was it star and sun? Not sunflower. The flower, the firefly. I don't remember what I made, but I think it was the moon and star, or was it sun? I can't remember, but it was one of those. I made like two of them, and of course they were just small as projects because he said you can do anything for this project. You don't even need to plan it out. It's just small projects. So of course I made those two things, and of course this is where my friend Caesar he makes Groot. He makes this like little like sculpture of Groot, and it came out really fucking perfect. Like he made it so good. He was already like what's it called? Put in the like what's it called? The glaze, because yeah, that's how you kind of put on clay. You gotta let it dry. Then of course after drying, heat it up. Then after that you can put glaze. Then kind of heat it up again. Well, there was glaze, underglaze, and other things like that. I don't remember all of them, but of course he glazed it with I forgot which one. But of course, it came out really good. Like it came out really good for Groot. It's just the problem is, well, when what's it called, my friend Caesar was putting it in this like cubby hole because we had these cubby holes where we all had to just share some because with other classes because or just share it with what's it called the class. But there was not that many. Of course, I think there were like 42 cubby holes or whatever the hell it is. But of course, we all well me and my table share this one what's it called cubby hole of course this is where he's like putting it in, and of course I was waiting for my my star and what's it called the Mario star and the moon star or whatever I forgot what it was but it was a star and I don't remember what the other one, but of course he like makes it what's it called I'm like making it, I'm already coloring because I was too damn lazy for like the other things. I was just right now watching YouTube the whole damn time. I'll do everything last second, okay? But of course, not the point with that. This is where, what's it called? Well, like Caesar puts it up, and of course, this is where Jake comes and just like grabs and say, "Man, it looks good, man." He's like saying, "It looks real good, Caesar." And of course, this is where what's it called? Jake was just saying that. This is where Caesar says, "Yeah, fucking bastard, just put it back up, motherfucker. I'm gonna be taking it home." This is where Jacob says, "Oh, don't worry, I won't drop it." He like fakes drops it. He's like ah. He just like keeps fake dropping it. And this is where Caesar is saying, "You motherfucker, you better not fucking drop it." This is where Jake says, "It'd be a shame if I really dropped it." He like decides to try to fake out drop it again, but this is where he fully drops it. It shatters on the ground, and Caesar says, "You motherfucker, you son of a bitch." This is where both Jake and what's it called Caesar were kind of arguing, but yeah, of course this is where they were kind of arguing. I thought it was kind of like, damn, Groot really just got erased by Jake. Of course, it was kind of during, okay, so why we all thought of Groot just got erased, it's because the fact that Jake, well, everyone did watch what's called the Marvel movie, I think so. Well, except for me, kind of. But of course, I did know a little bit. But of course, this is where, it was like during when the end game, I think so. I think that's what it was called. Of course, when Thanos kind of snapped his fingers, everything got erased. Yeah. Of course, this is where, this is where I made a Jake, Jake. I made a joke saying, "Damn, Jake really became Thanos and just snapped Groot from existence." Caesar looked at me dead ass and says, "You motherfucker." You can't be any more right. He kind of gave up after that. He wasn't that angry. He was just kind of annoyed the fuck that Jake just broke that shit. But of course, we all thought it was just funny as hell. We thought like, "Oh shit, Jake really broke that shit. Fucking Thanos snapped the shit of it." But yeah, of course, this is where the whole day kind of passes, and of course, we kind of made some jokes of it a few times. Not many times. Just a few times to kind of annoyed, what's it called, one of my friends and other. But not all the time. We just did it sometimes, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, the end of the year does pass, and of course, Jake and Caesar does graduate. While I go to junior, and junior was a shit year, I must say. It was a shit show, but yeah. And of course, my other friend went up to be a senior, but I never really talked to him. He was just like a mutual friend between Caesar and Jake, since those two was kind of my friends. Not really, but yeah, we just had kind of few things. Now I should mention one thing. Caesar was a motherfucker that fucking hated me saying just potato out of nowhere. I just say potato out of nowhere, and he fucking hated it. He's like, shut the fuck up. But yeah. Of course, I go home and yeah, I go to sleep. But yeah, other than that, this is just a fun story time I wanted to kind of make. But it's nothing serious. I didn't get in trouble. Also, Jake and Caesar. Well, Jake didn't get in trouble. Jake said it was an accident. He didn't mean to drop it, and of course, the teacher believed him. And he looks at what's called, well, Caesar saying that we might be able to salvage it, put glue on it. Caesar, he knew that was gone. It was erased. It was Daniel snap, so it can't be brought back. No amount of glue can bring it back. But yeah. So yeah, this was just a fun story time I'm gonna make. But yeah, I'm gonna make others in the near future about what's it called. Well, another one that Jake kind of did during, I think it was in the beginning of the year, because I made a vase and Jake did something to it, and that is, well, in another story time. But yeah, I do have a picture of the vase, and I'll show it in that one story time I will make. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, other than that, well, have a nice day. Well, have a nice lightning day, lightning night, whatever. I'm trying to make a fucking intro and outro, but yeah, I just suck at it. But other than that, there will be gameplay in the background, which you'll probably be able to see. But other than that, moral of the story is, don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick. Like, okay, if you're going to just like troll your friend in ceramics or anything like something that's made out of glass or something easily breakable, don't be a dick and say, oh no, I'm gonna drop it. Because you're gonna accidentally really drop it and snap that shit from existence. Which either your friend will either be chill enough to not really just be mad enough, or would just punch you in the fucking throat. Because yes. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, have a nice day and have a nice night, I guess. Wherever you live, but bye bye.